Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Youth Network. I do hope you're having a good day. Our topic today is butterflies and buffaloes. You're probably thinking a buffalo? What on earth is that? It's a huge animal. That's all I can say. But we're not talking about animals today. We're actually talking about boys and girls and the differences between males and females, so boys and girls. So you've gone back to school, you're probably being put into your different classes and set up for the next academic year. But you might find that you find yourself in arguments with either, if you're a girl, you find yourself in arguments with other girls, or you're finding yourself in arguments with boys. Now, you must understand that there are differences between boys and girls, so that if anything happens whilst you're playing or arguing, you have a good understanding of exactly what's going on. So, in general, buffaloes are big, they are strong, they are not very delicate. So, they're not like giraffes, or they're not like ballerinas, not at all. So, buffaloes are quite big and bulky, and they just move themselves about without any sort of elegance to them. And if you think about how buffaloes move, then you can understand that boys can actually sometimes be like buffaloes. What do I mean by that? I mean that sometimes boys will say things or do things, and although they don't actually mean to hurt you, but because they're so strong and they're not necessarily aware of their own strength, they end up hurting a girl with their words. Similarly, girls are like butterflies, or conversely, rather, girls are like butterflies, which means girls can be quite sensitive, quite delicate. And although you might come into contact with a girl who's quite lippy and sassy and she talks so much, but if you say words to her that actually you think, oh, they're just, by the way, you just said, she said this and you said that, and you walk away and you're a guy, most boys will forget what they've said, but those most girls will listen to what the guy has said, take it away, and then find out that they're hurt by what the boys have said, because girls actually take the time to think about what's being said to them, what's being done to them. So you might be a girl out there, you're in a fight with a boy, and you find that you're hurt by what the boy said to you, or even what a girl said to you. It's because you're more like a butterfly, and butterflies are delicate, they're fluffy, they're beautiful, they're sensitive, and that's girls. Whereas boys are more brash and bulky, and they don't really know exactly how to use their strength all of the time. So when you know the differences between boys and girls, then you can actually understand when a boy says something to you, if you're a girl, and a boy says something to you that's hurtful, more than likely he just says it and he's gone away, he's forgotten about it. If you ask him about what he said about a week or so later, he's forgotten, because he didn't necessarily mean to hurt you with his words. But because you're a girl, you'll take away those words and think, oh, he hurt my feelings, he meant to hurt me, he meant to do this, he meant to do that. But it's important when you're processing those thoughts, just be aware that boys are like buffaloes and girls are like butterfly. So if you're a boy, be aware of what words you're saying to girls and how those words could affect them. So if you're a nice person, which I hope you are if you're listening to this video, when you're using your words, be careful when you're talking to girls, because girls are more sensitive. And though you might not necessarily mean to hurt them with your words, you might actually end up hurting them, because girls are more sensitive, they're more delicate, they think about what's being said to them. So if you're a boy, be careful with your words, act wisely, speak wisely, be selective with what you're saying. I know you're probably young and you haven't necessarily figured it out. If you make a mistake, apologize. Like, an apology is a good way to clean the slate with a girl. Okay? So if you're a boy, be careful what you say. If you're a girl, try not to be so lippy or so sassy, because essentially if you're lippy and sassy, then that means you're actually going to trigger the boy and he's going to come for you. So number one, if you're a girl, try not to be so lippy or sassy if that's your nature. Number two, understand that boys are like buffaloes. So when they say things that hurt you, it's not always that they mean to hurt you. I know that there are boys out there who actually mean to hurt you, and girls out there who actually mean to hurt you, but there's some other people who are just saying things that the first thing that comes to their head, and it comes out of their mouth and they forget about it. So be aware, particularly if you're good friends with a boy or a girl and they say something or do something that hurts you, you think, oh, they did that intentionally. Think about it again. If they're a boy and you're a girl, more than likely they've just said it and they didn't actually mean to hurt you. If you're in doubt, if you want to make sure, ask them, okay? And tell them, you can say to them, when you said this, this is how it made me feel, okay? So when you say this is how it made me feel, it doesn't accuse them or blame them. You're just telling them how it made you feel. And then they can be aware for next time and be more careful around what they're saying and what they're doing with you. Okay, so boys are like buffaloes and girls are like butterflies. So if you're a boy, understand how girls work, and if you're a girl, understand how boys work. So neither of you get your feelings hurt too easily. Okay, all right. So these are my thoughts for you today. Please feel free to share this with whoever you think needs to hear it. From my heart to yours. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.